United Healthcare CEO being murdered. I am really getting sick and tired of everyone talking to me about this fucking situation. It's like they're growing some sort of. By the way, I got shit all over my face because I was in a competition a couple days ago. My face got ripped up. This zinc stuff really helps my skin heal. It's great. It's like baby lotion. It's really nice to heal my skin. But everyone is like developing this weird fucking parasocial relationship with this Luigi guy. Very handsome guy, by the way. Don't know where that fits in, but just great looking dude. Looks like he's like a smart guy. And anyway, and he kills this healthcare CEO in like broad daylight, like some sort of assassination style thing. And I don't know why he did it. There seems to be like no evidence on. I don't know if the guy went and fucked his wife, he raped his sister. I don't know if he did it as some sort of broader social statement about, big corporations taking advantage of people and price gouging, life-saving medications, and ultimately driving down the standard of living for all of us. But maybe that's it, but like everyone seems to be like jumping to that in their head, and they're like worshiping this fucking guy, and it's like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. If this is your fucking thing that you want to do, just go kill someone. Like, do you know why I would never do that and never support someone who does that? Because I'm not a murderer. Because murdering people is bad. That's what you do. That's what cavemen do. That's what, like, ooga booga, I got a stick and I'm going to fucking smash my problem with the stick because I'm too stupid to solve it with my brain and my fucking work. We don't murder people, guys. We're not there yet. The French Revolution and all this murdering shit is not how you get a good fucking society. Okay? You have to take incremental steps. You have to create a grassroots socio-political movement. You have to educate yourself about economic theory. And you have to create real meaningful change in the community around you, and then at a state and regional level, and then finally at a federal level. Going and killing someone is not how you fucking solve your problems. You are a little fucking 2-year-old. If your emotional pleasure center lights up when you see someone dead, right? You're an emotionally redundant, like a repressed child. If you think that this is the right thing to do, to go kill someone because they had a certain fucking job, right? These people are beholden to their shareholders. They work for someone else. You think he works for himself even though he's the CEO? No, he's part of a bigger system, okay? If you want to destroy the system where it's allowing healthcare companies to drive up the price for drugs like insulin thousands of percentage points, you should be rallying against intellectual property. I think that copyright law and intellectual property should not exist. Ben Franklin thought this when the United States was founded, because it's in violation of your private property. If you have 500 companies in the United States instead of like 3 companies that are able to produce insulin and sell it to people at reasonable prices, then you're going to suddenly have affordable healthcare and you're going to have affordable life-saving medications. But when you lock all of these life-saving medications behind, because what it is if I go produce insulin, if I go put together $100,000, build a lab, get a couple chem students to produce insulin and sell it, you know what happens if I'm in the United States? Men with guns come and stop me. They put me in prison. They take all my money. They take the lab. And that's what you guys don't get. This is the government. This is the federal government allowing these people to act with impunity. The extreme amount of regulation we have in the United States. And by the way, I learned recently, the United States is the single most socialized healthcare system in the world. This is the statistic behind it, is the United States spends more per capita on medical care, and that's per person. It spends more on medical care than any other country in the world. So people in the United States are paying up the wazoo from their taxes for the healthcare system, and they're getting charged ridiculous prices for the healthcare system. How is this allowed to exist? How is it allowed to exist is that the intense amount of federal regulation around healthcare allows this to happen. So go to your city level political city planning meeting and vote for less regulation. Go to your regional level, vote for less regulation. Go to your state level, write a letter to your senator and beg them not to pass the bill. Like anything that's regulating healthcare, we need to get rid of that, because what's happening is, okay, so you imagine, oh, well, if we just regulate it, if we just make it so the U.S. government makes all of these bad practices illegal, they don't get rid of the bad practice. Okay, well, that's what we've been trying to do for the last 100 years, and it turns out the people that make the laws are in bed with the lobbyists from the healthcare company. It turns out all of these senators and congressmen that are actually writing the laws and passing the laws go to champagne dinners and they bang each other's wives, and they bang the wives of the fucking lobbyists that are coming in from the healthcare companies. There's a revolving door between all these federal institutions and these giant corporate institutions. We need to get rid of the huge connection between private and public systems. We need to reduce the size of the federal government, reduce the size of all of the regulatory agencies, which, by the way, is absolutely happening with the Doge and all of the Trump and Elon stuff. And, by the way, I'm not going to sit here and be a fucking Elon fanboy. He definitely has his issues. I'm not going to sit here and say that, RFK is the second coming of Jesus. I'm not going to sit here and say that Donald Trump hasn't ever said something insane and inflammatory on Twitter. But out of the choices we've gotten, I think they're pretty solid dudes. And I think that we're going to see a lot of deregulation, and we're going to see this type of behavior fucking stop from the large corporations, because I think everyone's fucking sick and tired of it. And I really think that everyone in America is starting to feel that same way, the large majority of people. And I need to very explicitly say, don't hurt people, don't steal things, don't beat people up, don't murder people because you want to make a political statement about something you disagree with. Okay? If you disagree with something, go fucking start a YouTube channel. Go write a book, start a YouTube channel, go become a political activist, become an economic authority, and affect change in a real, meaningful way. Not like a fucking caveman banging rocks together. I'm disgusted by someone that would go murder someone in broad daylight. This is a guy, I'm sorry, I haven't really researched him, but probably has wife and kids, right? He has a mom. He's someone's son. Someone's family is grieving, all right? Even though you think, oh, well, I mean, he's company did a bunch of bad business practices. Was he the sole person that put the healthcare system and all these companies this way? No, he exists as part of a larger system. Murdering someone is not an acceptable means of political demonstration. And I'm disgusted by it. For real.